Hello, lovely people. It's Heather here. I've recently gotten interested in soap making, so I had this idea that I wanted to make some soap for Mother's Day, give it to all the important women in my life. And I've never made cold processed soap before, but I did a lot of research, so I think I have everything I need to get started, and I just wanted to share this process with you all. All right, well, I'm going to measure out my ingredients and get started here. Safety first, always. All right, so I'm planning to make a mango butter rose scented soap. The first thing I want to do is mix my lye concentration. Always water before lye. So let's put this on here. Okay. And I've got, this is my first time making soap, so I expect I'll be going slower than, professional, but hey, you gotta start somewhere. I've got my recipe that I'm following. I researched and created it myself. My distilled water here. You know what I realized? This doesn't give me decimal places. I need a more, ooh, that should be fine. Well, I don't know. I need a more, whatchamacallit, precise scale. Okay, let's go bit by bit. Okay, that's the water I need. Now here's the dangerous part. Here's my sodium hydroxide or lye. Okay, let's put this aside. Well, this seems like a lot of lye. Okay, that's what I need. Let me switch to ounces just to see. Okay, yeah, that looks good. I have to trust that I measured it correctly. Why does it look like there's so much more lye than there is water? Okay, moment of truth. I've never done this before. The lye goes into the water. The snow goes into the water. Wish me luck. No explosions, please. Okay, looks good. Oh, yep, it's getting hot. This is science. Gonna keep stirring it. Ooh. So far, so good. All right, let's see what temperature this is. (193°F). That's amazing. All right, cool. Okay, I'll set that aside to cool down. And now let me mix my oils. Let's put this over here. Oh no. Well, I ran into my first problem. I don't have enough mango butter. Fortunately, I have coconut oil and olive oil, so I'll have to get some more of these to account for it. But man, I can't believe it. This is such a small container and I didn't buy enough. So I need to recalculate my recipe if I'm going to use less mango butter. Well, this is a temporary emergency swap in recipes, but what I'm going to do is swap the ratio of my coconut oil and mango butter. So hopefully that'll give me what I need. All right, so let me weigh out my oils. Basically all of this coconut oil. That's such a rookie mistake. I should have accounted for the size of it. Well, now I know. Ooh, how to get this open. Okay, let's try and get all my coconut oil out. I might need a thicker spoon. Well, this is working nicely. Come on out the jar. Fascinating. Jar says 14 ounces, but this is saying 12.9. 366 grams. I need 390 something. But I think we'll be okay. Winging it. Okay, that's good for my coconut oil. Let me add olive oil to this. All right. Add this until it says 20 ounces. It's 13. Just had to make sure. All right, that'll do. Okay, last but not least, this was supposed to be the star of the show, but this will just be another oil in my arsenal. Let's get this mango butter. I want to give it a sniff. This must smell so good. Let me see. I'm gonna step outside and give this a sniff. You know, it kind of has a subtle scent to it. Not all that strong at all. But that's cool. Let me see. Should I feel the consistency? Ooh, okay. All right, creamy. Okay, so now I need 7 ounces of this. So 27. Okay. It's not as thick as the coconut oil. Come on. Get off my spoon. Perfect. Ooh, I got it right on the nose. All right, I'm good with that. I've got some water simmering here. I'm going to put this in, my oils in, to let them heat up and melt naturally. Put this up a little bit. So I'm just going to keep an eye on this and let this melt. All right, while I let my oils melt, let me focus on mixing my color. So these are the 2 colors I want to use. This for the rose and this for the mango inspiration. We'll see how it goes. I don't think I need this for now. Okay, I see what my problem is here. Well, okay, I'm just gonna have to wash some bowls. Now, this is where I had my lye, so let's put that aside. I'll have to wash that before I use it. Let me put just a little bit of olive oil here, and a little bit here. Okay. So I know a little bit goes a long way. Pour in the tiniest amount here. Okay, we'll see how that goes. And the tiniest amount over here. Mica powder. Give it a nice stir. See what that looks like for me. Okay, that looks pretty. I wonder if that's enough. Experiment. Okay. Ooh. Okay, that looks pretty. See how that goes. All right. I believe my oils are mixed together, so I'm going to take this off the heat. this. I don't need this anymore. So I think this is still pretty hot. Let me see. Oh yeah, okay. 163 Fahrenheit. Hope that's not too hot. Let's see how my lye is doing. 108. Okay, so this cooled down a good bit. Now I'm going to have to wait for this to cool down. I need them to be around the same temperature. All right, I'm finally ready to mix my lye and oils together. Hope I didn't wait too long. I hope my lye is not too cool. Next time I know to heat up the oils first and then mix the lye, because the oils take a while to heat up and then they have to cool down, and all that time my lye was cooling down. All right, well, I've never done this before, so let's see how this will work. Got my immersion blender here. My lye mixture has been sitting here. Pour this in. Ooh. All right. Cool. Mix it. Okay. I see some bubbles, but I believe it's making trace. How do I know when it's enough? Okay, I think that looks good. Oh yeah, okay, cool. Ooh, wow, that's exciting. All right, I have to work fast now. Or do I? I don't know. What am I doing? So I want to half it out. So let me wash this out so that I can use this. Okay, this should be good. I need to work fast now. I don't want this to thicken. This is so cool. All right, let me see how much this weighs. And then I'll pour half of it. Okay, well, let's do it like this. Okay. Get all my soap. Okay, 300, that's ounces. 36.6 ounces. Okay, 1,046 grams. All right, half it out. That's cool. This one's a little bit bigger, but that's okay. Let's do the bigger one. Has the yellow, so let's put the pink in the smaller one. Let's move things over here. Oh, I feel like I'm moving too slowly, but this is okay. Never made soap before, so let's mix this in here and see what it looks like. Okay, is it getting pink enough for me? Do I need some more mica? While I'm doing that, let's mix this over here. This one's kind of already yellow, so I'm not really worried about this one. But I might want to add more mica. So I'll mix this. While I'm mixing this, I might want to add more pink. Okay, just a tad more mica. I won't worry about the olive oil. Let me... just add it straight in here and see what it does. Okay. Oh, okay. All's good. I'll pick that up later. That was just my empty pink mica olive oil. Okay, it's kind of turning peach. Let me give it a good stir because this one wasn't mixed with the olive oil before I put it in here. Okay, I think I'm satisfied. So the last thing I need, my Essence of Rose fragrance. I'm going to put half in each batch. Ooh, that smells really good. All right, perfect. Now, let's do some more mixing. Ooh, this one's kind of turning orange, you see? That's cool. It looks, I want it to look like mango, so I'm good with that. Okay. I think I'm ready to pour. This one feels like it's getting thick, so I want to move faster more than slow. Ooh. Ooh, it smells good. It smells like roses. Okay, how am I going to do this? Let's pour this one first, and I'll pour that, and I'll pour this, and I'll pour that. Well, I don't know. We'll see. Ooh, it's getting... Oh my gosh, look how thick this is. How did it get that thick? Oh my gosh, was it the fragrance? Oh no, I'm moving too slowly. Okay, this is not good. This is not going to give good swirls. Wow. I cannot believe. Wow, look at that. Oh, okay. Well, this one, lesson learned, I suppose. Okay, so I'm not going to be able to get any swirls with this. This is way too thick. So let me try and do it smooth. And then I'll just have to do two-tone. This is not going to swirl at all. So let's do that. Okay. Well, lesson learned. You got to work fast. I think I heard that, you know, the rose fragrance could, you had to act fast with it. I just didn't realize how fast. I can't believe it solidified that fast. Did you see it? Did you see that on camera? I hope you caught it on camera. So this is, well, I don't know. Okay. Let's just smear it on top of each other. And it's just going to be... Oh, I can't believe it. I worked too slowly. It's going to be thick on the bottom. I mean, it's going to be, you know, yellow on the bottom and peach on the top. No swirls. Can I even get this smooth? Wow. Well, you see, this is why I need to practice before I make soap for Mother's Day. This is just my first practice batch, and it came out, man, I was not prepared for how quickly that solidified. I was not prepared. This is not going to be pretty at all. But it's fun though. It's my first time. I'll smooth it down as much as I can. But I did not work nearly as fast as I needed to. I think it was the fragrance oil. But it's at least like a learning lesson. Well, this is my first trial batch. You got to make these mistakes so that soon enough you can get better and be a pro at soap making. At least it fit into the mold pretty well. All right, so that's that. All right, well, that's it for this process. Tomorrow I'm gonna cut it and see what it looks like on the inside. I'm not expecting anything spectacular because of how fast it thickened up, and I couldn't even pour it. I mean, there's no point to getting the air bubbles out because it's way too thick. All right, well, this is it. Very first soap. Not pretty at all. But I'm gonna cut it tomorrow and see what it looks like. All right, it's the next day. My soap is looking mighty rusty, but I'm still excited to cut it and see what we've got. Even though I messed up in the pour, it was still so much fun making soap for the first time, and I learned so much. I know exactly what things I'm going to change when I make soap again. So, without further ado, let's cut this and see. Let me lay out some parchment paper. Saran wrap should be good. Ooh, it still smells really good. It smells like roses. Let's see what we've got here. Interesting. Okay. Well, that came out pretty easily. So I'm looking at this loaf. You see, it looks like most of it is yellow, and then we have this little bit of pink on top. Okay, but on the other side, it's a little bit thicker. You see all these air bubbles? Oh my goodness. It was way too thick when I smashed it in this mold. All right, well, let's get to cutting. It's my soap cutter here. See what this looks like. I can either do ridged cuts or straight cuts. I don't think it really matters since the loaf is so lumpy, but I'm gonna do straight cuts for this exercise. Let's see. Okay. Oh my goodness. All right, well, let's lay that aside. Look at all this here. It's unacceptable. Okay, I'm going to keep that here and then use the second. So technically this would be my first official bar. Ooh, it's rough. It smells great though. These are two different thickness, I guess, because the measurements here. Let's see what happens. Well, no, I'll keep them all the same thickness, so let's just do it like this. It's not too hard to go through, so that's pretty good. I mean, it feels like a good consistency. I know I have to wait 4 weeks before it's ready to use, and who knows how it's going to change in that time. But, you know, there's like white speckles. I wonder if it's supposed to look like that or if I made some error in the recipe. Okay, I made 6 bars that are this size. Now let me experiment with different sizes, because if there's ever a bar to experiment with, it's this one. The soap that I give out for Mother's Day, I want it to be a little bit bigger than these, so let me see. What if I turn this around like this? I don't know. Okay. That's the beauty of this thing. I can push it back and forth to get the exact size I wanted. I didn't plan it out all that well because, you know, this is really just a trial soap. So let's put this like right here. So it's going to be a little bit bigger. Let me see what that looks like if I cut it here. Ooh, chunky. Interesting. Okay, it's kind of thick. Do I like that size? I think that's a bit too thick. Let me just do something like that. See what that does. Okay. Ooh, I can't wait to do this again. I have so many ideas. This might be my last cut. Ooh. Rough. That's the other end. And then here's the last one. Okay, well, at least this allows me to do a little bit of math here. So a mold this size gave me 10 bars of soap that are, I don't know the dimensions of these, I'll have to measure it. So if I want them a bit bigger, it'll be less. If I want to keep them this size, I'll have 10. So I can calculate how many people I want to give it to. And it'll give me a good idea of how much I need to make and what size they'll be. So this was a good first trial run. This is, you know, I guess I'm going to have a lot of rose soap for me and whoever wants to try out my experiments, but this is not what I will be giving to the ladies on Mother's Day. But it was such a fun first time experience. I can't wait to do it again. So if you want to see the Redemption Mother's Day soap, stay tuned. I can't wait. It's going to be lots of fun. Thank you for joining me. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.